Hello, welcome to the video. You may have clicked this video thinking that you might find that what you've seen on TV when you were a kid is real. Who knows? It may be. But I found a story that kind of makes sense. Though it may be true or not, I would like your opinion on it. So after hearing this story, leave in the comment section or a video response showing what you feel. So, let's get started. Whew. This is creepy. This is the whole story. The Rugrats were really a figment of Angelica's imagination. Chucky died a long time ago along with his mother. That's why Chaz is a nervous wreck all the time. Tommy was a stillborn. That's why Stu is constantly in the basement making toys for the son who never had a chance to live. The DeVilles had an abortion. Angelica could not figure out whether it be a boy or a girl, thus creating the twins. As for all grown up, Angelica was a bipolar schizophrenic who, as a teenager, became addicted to various narcotics. Bringing her back to her childhood and thus her creations she obsessed over. Because of the time lapse between the present and the last time she interacted with her creations, she made them older. Angelica was constantly taking hits of acid, so she would never have to live without her creations, who were our only company in a judgemental world. Angelica's mom actually died of a heroin overdose. Angelica was a schizophrenic bipolar because she was a crack baby. Additionally, Drew, in his depression, married a gold-digging whore that Angelica idolized because she fooled herself into thinking it was her real mom, but always had a concept of her mom, Cynthia, and took a Barbie doll and made it after her mom's image, wearing an unwashed orange dress and having jacked up hair, which is why she was so attached to it. Later in life, she followed in her mom's footsteps with drugs and everything, dying of an overdose when All Grown Ups was cancelled. The only Rugrat not to be fictional, however, was Tommy's brother Dill. However, Angelica didn't know the difference between Dill and her creations. Dill did not follow Angelica's commands. After endless crying and refusal to disappear like the others did when she was angry with them, she hit him. She hit him, screaming and screeching tune. Stu ran in and pulled his niece off his only child, but it was too late. He had a brain hemorrhage, which resulted in a deformation. As he grew up, it only became more evident. By the time he was 9 and all grown up, he lived as an outcast, being ridiculed for his weirdness and retardation. The immense guilt is what led her to the drug and what led Angelica to uncreate the Rugrats briefly until her experience with hallucinogenics. On a trip to Paris to find love, Chaz married a hooker named Kira. He was actually going to marry a different hooker, but she wanted him for his money. And let's digress a little bit. If you guys seen the Rugrats movie when they go to Paris, Chaz was about to marry the owner of the park. Think about it. The amusement park, Reptarland, made people happy. Kira and the other lady wanted to make people happy. Hookers in real life? Who knows? But let's go back. Kira, who had an only daughter named Kimmy, that was torn from her because she had a cocaine addiction. Angelica imagined her from Kira's stories, so Kira was made up as well. He lost his mind after the death of his wife and was in denial that she was ever a prostitute. Upon the return to America, Chaz and Kira married, and she got her green card. It was actually a really romantic, happy story. Kira continually struggled with addiction, but was relatively happy with her life and Chaz. Susie was actually Angelica's only friend, who entertained the thoughts of Angelica's creations for her. She later became a psychologist and teamed up with Nickelodeon to make the Rugrats. Excuse me. When Angelica died of drug overdose, she helped her arrange a funeral. Angelica's death was sad because of her addiction she expelled from society and led to a break with reality, and her eventual death. She spent the last days of her life in the back of a school cafeteria, imagining friends around her, and playing with the lives of her creations. So, that was the end of the story. Again, leave your comment or video response in this video, and don't forget, peace.